We saw how the linear economy of take, make, waste was a death machine. It is a terrible system we use that harms ourselves and harms the environment. So the solution? Turn that line into a circle. To create a loop, to create a circular economy. What is a circular economy? Well, a circular economy is a way to transform our system. An economy that is circular will have three distinctive features. Number one, Okay, wake up. Before your brains start to shut down again, let's simplify. It is true that circular economy is a way to transform our systems. Now, we say that we want to change the way we make and use things, right? So there are two ways we can go about this. One, we want to reduce taking resources from the environment. If all possible, we want it to be zero. The very first thing we want to take zero of is fossil fuels. We also want to cut down on mining, deforestation, meat, especially from cows, fishing, and more. Two, we want zero waste. Zero. Nada. We're not just talking about zero air, water, and land pollution. It is also about wanting to make garbage extinct. This means we want to find ways to recycle things we have no use of into reusable materials, or even finding ways to share. This is also why terms like sharing economy and products as a service are important concepts in the circular economy too. These two concepts, no taking, no wasting, will mean that materials will remain in our economy, so we can keep reusing them. Instead of throwing the plastic bottle after drinking, what if we can use it to make new bottles or furniture? What if I told you there are already people using it to construct buildings? Ultimately, every material, every resource we use will be kept in a circle, a circular economy. Of course, we are using an oversimplified diagram of the circular economy. This diagram, by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, is more accurate. We sometimes refer to this as the butterfly diagram. Okay, let's rewind this up a little. Catch our next episode as we discover how a circular economy can help us tackle the climate crisis and much more. That was what I said. But how exactly does reducing what we take from nature and not producing waste help us tackle climate change? Well, the story becomes clear when we look at greenhouse gas emissions. If today we switch all energy resources to renewables like solar and wind, away from dirty sources of energy, we will have only cut 55% of total emissions. The remaining 45% is related to consumer goods and services. Your EV, your smartphones, fashion, food, they are all part of that 45%. A good example is the car. It isn't just the fuel that car uses that needs to be clean, but also about how we source materials used to build the frame, the engine, the seats, and about how we need to find ways to retain the materials within the economy through recycling and more. And these are exactly what circular economy wants to do. So, even though circular economy is often talked about on the governmental or business level, we see how powerful we can be. We have the ability to make businesses really nervous. Now we are becoming smarter consumers. We are becoming more eco-conscious who can vote with our money. Imagine certain businesses wiping cold sweats if we manage to ban plastics tomorrow. Now I'm not bashing businesses, nor am I celebrating consumption. But it's just a friendly reminder from your neighbor that you have the ability to change the world. Sometimes you will see articles online, often from respectable media, that consumers need to be responsible for consumption. Now, it's true that we are partly responsible to consume ethically, but we must be careful not to divert from the narrative that businesses need to manufacture ethically too. No point telling us to be responsible if there are no responsible alternatives to choose from. I mean, Imagine if I have $1 for each time I've seen individually wrapped carrot or cucumber. I'm not trying to put brands down, but to send a message to them. Put up the good fight and we'll be there for you.